Welcome back to Echoes of the Past. Today, we're diving into 10 pivotal moments in U.S. history that shaped the nation. Let's explore. 1. Declaration of Independence, 1776. The United States officially broke away from British rule on July 4, 1776. The Declaration of Independence, drafted primarily by Thomas Jefferson, declared the 13 colonies as free states, marking the birth of the nation. 2. Constitution Ratification, 1787. Just over a decade after independence, the U.S. Constitution was signed in 1787. This document established the framework for the federal government and is still the oldest written constitution in use today. 3. Louisiana Purchase, 1803. In 1803, President Thomas Jefferson doubled the size of the U.S. with the Louisiana Purchase. The United States bought 828,000 square miles of land from France for $15 million, expanding the nation westward. 4. The Civil War, 1861 to 1865. The U.S. Civil War, fought between the Union and the Confederacy, was the deadliest conflict in American history. It ended with the abolition of slavery and the preservation of the United States as one nation. 5. Abolition of Slavery, 1865. Following the Civil War, the 13th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution was ratified in 1865, officially abolishing slavery across the United States, marking a significant shift in the nation's moral and legal framework. Women's suffrage, 1920. After decades of activism, women in the United States won the right to vote with the passage of the 19th Amendment in 1920. This was a landmark victory in the fight for gender equality. 7. The Great Depression, 1929 to 1939. The stock market crash of 1929 triggered the Great Depression, the worst economic downturn in U.S. history. It led to widespread unemployment and poverty, but also sparked significant government reforms under Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal. 8. Pearl Harbor Attack, 1941. On December 7, 1941, Japan's attack on Pearl Harbor brought the U.S. into World War II. This event marked a turning point in both the war and U.S. global influence, as the country joined the Allied forces in the fight against the Axis powers. 9. The Civil Rights Act, 1964. During the 1960s, the civil rights movement fought to end racial segregation and discrimination. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 was a historic legislation that prohibited discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. 10. Moon Landing, 1969. In 1969, the U.S. made history when NASA's Apollo 11 mission successfully landed humans on the moon. Neil Armstrong's famous words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," remain iconic to this day. These moments, among many others, have defined the United States as a global power and shaped its identity. If you enjoyed this brief look into American history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more from Echoes of the Past.